Foodies. Today we are going to be making Jill Scott's breakfast. You know what I'm talking about. So the question and the title of this is, what was Jill Scott's breakfast? So y'all gonna sing along with me. Made me some breakfast, toast, 2 scrambled eggs, grits. All right, we are going to get started with mixing our water and our cream based on the grits. I have the 5-minute Quaker oat grits. So remember, grits are from my Food Network shows. Grits are the white corn, and polenta is yellow corn. So I'm putting 1/4 of a cup of grits into our boiling cream. So the thing with grits is that you really have to pay attention to them and keep them stirring so they don't stick together. And I'm a big fan of having a creamy consistency with grits. Some people like the grits runny. I don't like that. If the consistency's not right, just throw the whole thing away. Because what are we doing here? What are we doing here? So right now it's boiling, so it's now time for us to put our grits in like this. I'm gonna bring it in slowly like that. It's all in there. Pour it in. Got this all nice and smooth. I like to use my whisk to mix it all up before here like this, like stir it again. And we are going to bring our eye down to medium high. We want to make sure that we do cover this. And you know what, while we're here, I'm going to just season these up. Some people like to put sugar in the grits, but I just like my salt, my pepper, and we're going to be making some cheesy grits, okay? The cheese really brings out that flavor to them. I'm going to put some salt. We're just kind of eyeballing this right now. So, and as we go through, we're going to season it as we go to really bring out that depth of flavor. It's just grits, but you know, you want everything you eat to be tasting good. So while that's doing its stuff, I'm going to check on my grits again. So it's still boiling. Not really much has changed. Now that it's simmering, it's back to there. I've already added my salt, my pepper. I am going to add a sprinkle. I guess it's 1/4 of. I'm going to add this much cheese inside of here. This is the sharp cheddar cheese. Really enjoy the strong flavor that it has to the grits. Just stir this back up a little bit. Triple cheddar inside here. See, it's looking all good. I'm going to sprinkle it high. Just to add on some more flavor into it. So I got both my chips. These grits do need to be stirred. Because that's what, yeah. You got to be attentive to them. Like a little baby. You got to make sure that they're yummy and delicious and well taken care of. Make sure to take care of your grits. Alright, boom. I don't know if you can hear the grits, but they're making this really ploppy sound that is kind of like amusing me. Give this a quick stir. And some cheese flavor coming out. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and add some more cheesiness. Oh my gosh, it's starting to look rich and delicious. Not the triple cheddar. I'm gonna add some more of this sharp cheddar here, and I'm starting to smell the pepperiness in here. Again, about a handful. I don't know how big your hands are, but about a handful of cheese is going to go back in here, and it's really bringing out the color of the grits as well. Here. Then we're gonna have triple cheddar. Grab it together like so. They're really starting to come together. So look at this consistency. Look at the consistency. Are ready? I have this beautiful yellow, orangey tint to them. Add some more pepper and a pinch more of salt. You might as well put the whole thing in there. And I am going to add a little bit more cheese because we like them cheesy. More of this sharp cheddar to finish it off. As well as the butter just to bring everything together. Okay, butter here. Our first part of the Jill Scott's grits together. Ready to just go ahead and just make a great big bowl of these and enjoy them. Oh, they're so creamy. You know why? Because we added cream. Yeah, that will make things creamy. Cream. Bowl here. One time I made this whole pot and I was able to eat my breakfast for a whole week. So might be doing the same thing with this. So we got our grits going on over here. Look at the way it's going down. Like I have enough just to get to the end of that. So creamy and cheesy. Smooth, as they say. Nappe. Texture. Sticking to the spoon, back of the spoon like it's supposed to. I would say like it's al dente. And the cheese flavor is really, really coming through. A little more pepper so I could get some more pepper. But Jill was on the right track with the grits. So we're going to go into the 2 scrambled eggs part of it. I am a big fan of the egg whites because it's a lot healthier for you because most of the cholesterol of eggs are actually in the yolk. And I just really prefer the flavor of the egg white. So we are going to add some onions to it. So as Justin Wilson said, some onion. We're going to add some onion. I am going to be using a small yellow onion. And I'm only going to be going to about this 4th line right here because I really don't need that much. And I know a lot of people usually don't like to use onions because they make your eyes water up. That's like the ninjas have come by and they just started chopping onions around you, make those tear ducts. So I am going to just slice it very thinly so that chemical that goes into our eye doesn't make an appearance. And it's also going to add some more flavors themselves. Going to get your vegetables in. Now I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of olive oil inside my pan as going to a medium high right there too. I just like to swirl it around in here, as well as I like to season my oil with some pepper. Sing it with me. Dun, 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 dun. Salt and peppers here. So we got our Sandra in the place to be. And then we're going to add our things like that happen in the kitchen. So we're going to add our Cheryl as well to get that going. I'm going to be a little bit more careful with this one. That's enough salt in there. Boom, boom. Be it. maybe half a teaspoon here. All the garlic cloves gets all in the olive oil. Like this. Cold pepper because we got olive oil. And the garlic because it is so strong. That's why we only use a little bit of it. Because garlic can be very overpowering. It can be very, I'm taking over the world in your mouth. We don't want that to happen. Don't want that to happen. We don't want that to happen either. Over here, not in these parts because we run this. Right. Thinly slicing up this onion. Here. Like this. Add it in here like this. Season our onions as well. Some added pepper to that. And some salt. I like to put this on my hand so that way I have a better measuring amount in there. Well, sometimes I do. Y'all seen, sometimes I do. Onions in here, they are a little more charred than I expected them to be, but we are going to let them be. So I turned down my eyes so they don't start to get burnt as well. But I think it's going to add like a nice little flavor to them. So now it's time for us to put in our egg whites. Remember that up in there. Oh, I'm hearing that lovely sizzle that I want to hear. Using my spatula to make it scramble. Sometimes some people use a fork to do it, but I have this lovely little spatula that was a gift from somebody who lives in their village. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Just scramble it all up in here. And then I'm going to add some more seasoning to it. It's just going to be like really simple. I'm not going to add salt yet. We are going to add some more pepper. Because you probably have a toaster or you have an oven, and this is where you have to be like really careful. I know that my toast is ready because I can smell it. That's a really important sense that we need to use inside of our kitchen as well. Oops, I forgot my cheese. Better do that before you add some cheese. Boom, 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 boom. Cheryl's here. Season a little high here. Boom, 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 boom. Looks like my scrambles are ready. I'm going to check on my toast. Popped into my brain is the scallion for the color as well as the French potato salad that she mentions in there. So let's see what happens. I'm just going to add a little bit because it does have a strong oniony flavor. So just cut off like so. It should be about that. Have our scrambled eggs toast. There you go. Thank you all so much for hanging out with the Foodie. We made Jill's breakfast. As always, Black beauty and Black making.